Hi, Freedom Queen, and welcome back to the Freedom Queen podcast. You're watching, experiencing, listening to episode number 4 of season 1 of The Art of Moving the Masses here on the Freedom Queen podcast. And inside of this episode, we're going to be talking about your body language. If you've been watching all of the other episodes, great. If you haven't watched them after this, go back and watch episodes 1, 2, and 3 so that you really know what I'm talking about, because all of these different topics are compounding on top of one another. So inside of your business and inside of moving the masses, because this work is not just for your business, it also applies to your entire life. Your body language is responsible for a majority of your communication with your audience, with the people that are around you. So there have been so many studies that the nonverbal communication that you do translates more to how more influential you are than the verbal communication that you can do. And this makes so much sense because there's so many people that are highly intelligent that are saying the right things, but because they are non-verbally giving off this language, it's literal body language that says they're not confident, they're not secure, they don't feel certain in who they are, that then they're not trustworthy. And in the world of influence and really moving people, you need to be seen as trustworthy. Your body language needs to feel like somebody can be held by you. Because when you're selling mentorship and you're selling a movement that says, follow me, you need to give off this frequency or these nonverbal cues that say, trust me. And I watch people's content all of the time because I'm constantly studying all of this and I see a lot of different things. And I'm just going to give you some really simple tips inside of this. And then if you want to dive deeper into this, this is where the book club is your space. So one of the first things is when people don't trust themselves physically, they tend to start to become like a shrimp where they're folding in half and a lot of their movement is like this. Okay. It feels like they're not that confident in themselves. They're kind of rolling over. They're looking down a lot versus people that command attention and are confident. They tend to sit up tall. They tend to sit with their shoulders back. They tend to have a long spine. And this is, if you just study people, if you look at them across the board, people that are confident and influential and move people have body language that makes the money, makes them look confident. Now, one of the things is that you can trick yourself into being confident using body language because your body doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not real, which is why when you start showing up as her, you start dressing better, you start looking more confident in your body. People on the outside start to say, oh, this person is somebody that I would trust. This person is someone that I want to pay. This person is somebody that I want to learn from. Because if you watched our last episode, you'll know that that confidence through the body is making people move towards the identity that they want. So literally by physically watching you, because I always think of this quote, monkey see, monkey do. When we watch people, our mirror neurons fire. And likely you will start to move like the person that you're watching. Now, I'm not going to go super down this rabbit hole. If you love the rabbit hole, I highly recommend my best-selling program, The Unspoken Conversation, or just get inside the book club, because that's where we go down the hole and we audit your body language. But your mirror neurons fire when you see somebody. And have you ever been on a Zoom call and somebody will go like this, and then all of a sudden, like 3 people go like this? We can't help it. Even if you don't like that person, we can't help it. So think about it this way. If you are someone who sells stuff on the internet and you're influential and you're the leader of a movement, you have a brand on the internet, and you are showing body language that your customers want to emulate, even if you're not selling a service. So it could be a product. Doesn't even have to be a service. It could be an idea. It could be a book. It could be an event. And people are interested in that body language subconsciously. They'll buy from you because they want to emulate their body language. They like the way you sit. They like the way you speak. They like the way that you hold yourself. They're fascinated by it. And they'll start to move like you naturally. Monkey see, monkey do. I always say it every time I clock it every time. Like, we'll be out at a restaurant and I'll see someone pick up a drink and I'm like, that next person's going to pick up their drink. And they do, because monkey see, monkey do. You are who you surround yourself with, literally. So you can hack the system by having more confident body language. Here's where I really like to go deep with women, down the rabbit hole, is you can feel when a woman is not grounded in her body language. It doesn't feel authentic. So very similarly in the past episodes where I talked about copywriting, and this one it's only body language, the same thing applies. You'll see someone start to emulate someone, and it's not their authentic body language. It's not their authentic influence style. So they'll start to move like them, and you're like, why are they doing that? Like, it feels really weird. Like, something's off. Like, that's not who they are. And then what happens is you feel like the person's fake. Like, they'll start talking like the person. They'll sound like them. They'll do body language cues. Like, I've even seen, like, let's say somebody hires someone that's like this, like crazy. And then all of a sudden they start doing stuff like this. It's like, I can tell without even hearing what you said, but just by watching what you're doing, that you're trying to emulate someone else's influence style, but that's not your influence style. What is the best is when you know your influence style. For example, not one person that I have studied or learned from has my influence style. And you don't have my influence style. That's why it's so critical that you uncover yours, the body language that works best for you. And I think I just have a lot of experience in this from I majored in dance and performance studies. So I studied kinesiology, and I know how the body moves, and I know how to do creative improvisation, and I know my own movement patterns. I know how to interrupt movement patterns. I know types of movement that makes an audience lean in and types of movement that makes an audience lean away. I know how to capture attention using the body. So I have a lot of experience with this. And one of my favorite things to do is audit people's what I call the unspoken conversation. So I'll have them come up on a Zoom call with me and talk to me, and then I'll ask them questions, because the body never lies. Like, I can tell through what they're saying to me whether or not they believe in that, or whether that's the thing that they want. Women are, by the way, really good at this, because we have like a sixth sense. Like, we understand people more. It's just who we are as women. We're different than men. We are able to sense different things in terms of body language and frequencies. So you have to uncover your own unique influence style, because that will affect how you show up. And it will make you stop being a weirdo. When you know your influence style and your own body language, when you go on a reel, or you make a podcast episode, or you film yourself you go on a Zoom call, right? You feel like you're your authentic self. And that's the place that we want to get you to. Even when maybe you're testing out new material, or you're trying out a new influence style, it still feels authentic to you. It's like, oh, she's doing something a little bit different, but I can tell that she's in the zone. Like, this is the thing that she's meant to be doing. I never want you to copy me or copy someone else. I want you to find the thing that works for you, because nobody can do it like you do. That's why there's not one influence style that works. This is why I have so many different types of clients. They all do different things, and they all have different influence styles, but what works for one person won't work for another. So your body language You want to come across as authentic, as trustworthy, as someone that can lead other people, as someone who is, I think the best word to describe this, I would say, is confident. Like if you were just to think about one word or ask yourself one question, is this body language reading confidence or insecurity? If it's not reading confidence, then I want you to look at why. And one of the best things that you can do is go watch one of your recent trainings that you just did and take a look at your body language and give yourself feedback. When you do certain movements, what creates insecurity and what creates confidence? And then I want you to focus on doing more things that create confidence and less things that, obviously create insecurity. One of the things when I was really discovering this, and this is when my business started to explode, I started doing all different types of things. Like started investing in myself more, signing up for in-person experiences, like doing all of this stuff. I also changed how I showed up on video. So I used to do these lives where I'd be like kind of hiding like that shrimp, kind of shriveled up person on a live. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to stand up. I'm going to start doing standing lives and talking to the camera. And that confidence, like it radiated through the Instagram live and everybody was like, what's going on? I was trying a new influence style, but it was in my right influence style, right? For me, my influence style is not like, hi everyone. No, my influence style is loud. It's like powerful, influential. You can feel it coming. It's like the force is with you coming through the screen. It's energetic, high charisma. And you could tell immediately that was my influence style that worked for me really well at that time. And it literally worked instantly. So there are things that you're doing in your body language that are, again, moving people towards who they want to become or moving people away. And then there are things that you're doing in your body language that are doing the opposite, moving them away or moving them towards. And I want you to just go through some of your content, watch your most recent training that you did for clients, a training, not a Q&A, a training that you did for your clients, and watch your body language and give yourself feedback on that and see if you are more confident or more insecure and audit those different types of body language. I love the body language because it's such a cheat code. Again, your body doesn't know the difference between reality, what's real and what's not real. So this is such an easy way for you to increase your influence in a very, very short amount of time. And it will also make you feel more confident. It's like the cherry on top. It's like, oh, other people think I'm confident. And now I think I'm confident because I feel confident in my body. It's the be do have. I'm being this person. I'm doing the things that make me feel more confident. And now I have those things. It really is that simple, everyone. Simple scales, complex fails. Okay. I'm so excited for our next episode number 5 inside of the art of moving the masses. Again, if you got value from this, and there's a woman that if she listened to this episode, it would massively change her life. I would love for you to go and share this with her. I would love for you to send it to her if it changed your life. I would love for you to give the podcast a review, hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, and drop a comment. I see them, I see you, and I'm so excited to see who you become this year. Bye, Freedom Queen.